The early spring Newfoundland weather might be great for ducks, but it doesn't play fair for gardening. The growing season can feel frustratingly short, but that's where the greenhouse comes in. In this video I will get started on my growing season. I will also do some cooking, canning of delicious moose chili, and maybe have a visitor as well. So stick around. So I'm out in the greenhouse today, and what I'm doing is trying to get some things tidied up, get some things organized, figure out what I need. When Galby was home the other day, we took out all the extra stuff that we had stored in here for the winter, and we got our shelving put back up, ready for seedlings. So today I am organizing, trying to tidy up and getting ready to see what seeds I have, what I need, make a list, figure out what it is that I need to purchase, and start getting some things on the go. This is the marigold seeds that I saved from the flowers I had last year. I had them all put in between my cabbages and stuff last year. I had marigolds planted. They say that helps deter some pests, so that's what I had put in there. So I have lots of marigold seeds to plant this year, so I don't have to buy any of those, so that's a good thing. And I have all of my seeds and things all organized in little containers out here. This is where I normally keep all my fertilizers, but all my little tubs are empty right now. So I got to get pretty much all of my different fertilizers and everything. I got to get a list for all of that kind of thing. So you can see here I have, this is all my nasturtium seeds that I kept from last year. And then these are all the different types of seeds that I have and how I have them organized out here. And I didn't have any more of these little containers, so I just have some in a plastic bag here. This is all my herbs. So, and then of course I have my little tools and stuff here. This is my workstation. This is where I do my prepping and get everything ready for each little starter set. And where I'll also do my switching once it gets big enough that it goes into individual pots and such. It'll all be done at this section. This is where I'll mix my dirt in with the fertilizer and things like that. So I always have that there, so it's easy to scoop out and put into my pots and my starter kits when I'm doing it right here. So eventually, of course, all of these pots will be filled with different things and everything. I have a section started here where this is where I put all my seedlings up on the top. And I have more boards here, actually, that have to go on top of this one. I'll show you. So the way we've designed it is now I can just place the boards here. So I'll add all the other boards that are there. It'll go on here as well. I'll do that right now, and then I'll show you. Actually, the reason why I want to tell you the reason why we do it this way. So my boards will go on, and they'll look just like this shelf here. But the reason why we did it this way is because, as you can see, I can take the boards off. So this is where I had my tomatoes last year. So as my tomatoes grew, of course, I still had some starters here. But as my tomatoes got big, I could take these boards off, put my tomatoes down here, and then they could grow up nice and tall in here in this section. And we do the same thing with these boards here. They come off as well and go place down below. And then I can have all, as things start to grow high, this is where I had my cucumber and squash and things like that. I had that in here. And then we could take those top boards off and everything can just grow up from there. Hi, puppy. So just something simple today. Barbecue pork chop. I'm going to have a Caesar salad to go with it. Ooh. I'm not doing so good. Looks like Mama's kicking my butt. Had Mom up for all night last night. Had a nice evening, even though the weather was miserable and we couldn't get outside. We played crib and watched some YouTube videos, and now we're having a delicious bacon and egg breakfast. Tink's coming up, Mother.
Enjoyed it.
Good. Look at this now. Up sticks with two of us in the shithole. My deal.
Yeah. And this is our, what?
This is our second game. I won the first one. So if I wins this one, we're done. Best 2 out of 3. If not, we got to go to the third one. Watch me throw off a jack, yeah? Or you watch you.
You bet. I better not call Jack.
Get us in there. See what you caught now.
That's,
Oh, I got deal first.
you just dealt.
Yeah, I got.
Oh. Excitement.
Yeah, no doubt. Good job we're not playing for money.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to let you fellers see what I got. Look.
I'm not sure mine is too disgraceful.
Now, this might not do anything because...
I got to keep that. Okay. Okay. I better not turn up a jack. Or you better not turn up a jack. I better not cut him. Okay, watch this. Here we go.
Let's see.
What?
I don't know.
7.
15
No,
for 2.
no.
Look what I had. Let's see what was in my crib.
That was a good game.
Oh, crib wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
That was a good game. Yep.
Okay,
Right.
now we can do the dishes.
Now we do dishes.
Oh my.
So, another successful night with Mom up in the woods with me? You think?
Yes, a wonderful night. Wonderful night. I don't have bragging rights with winning the crib game.
No. Well, you
but
won
I
3.
fought to the
You won
bitter
3.
end, though. I did. And I'll be back.
Yeah, we had a great night. It was not fit outdoors to get out and do anything, but it was a nice, relaxing evening up in the cabin with the fire lit, playing a few
awesome.
games of cards.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really good.
I love it every time I come up.
You do. Yeah. Came to my sister's for coffee, and I leave with seedlings and some kefir seed. So you just saw me making some more ground moose. I had 1 pack thawed out, but I didn't have another pack here at the house, so I just grind up a pack of fry that I had there, or stewing meat, one of it. So I'm just going to fry out my ground moose now, because today I'm making a pot of homemade chili. Now there's not much fat in moose, but I'm just going to add a little bit of bacon grease to fry out the meat and stuff, because moose, like I said, is very dry. So I'm going to add that in there, get an onion ready, and start getting my chili ready to go. I don't have any fresh mushrooms right now, so I'm going to use a can of mushrooms, slice them up. I got some stewed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, a can of Catelli meat sauce, some kidney beans, and a couple cans of beans in tomato sauce. So I'm going to use those. Get this cut up here. I'm going to do a big pot of chili today. I saw someone eating chili yesterday. I'm like, yep, that's what I want for tomorrow. So I'm going to do a big pot, and that way then when Gabby comes home, I'll have some frozen, and if we wants to go out one day on an excursion, I'll already have some chili made. All we'll have to do is take it out, let it thaw, and cook it up. Now I will add spices, you know, chili powder and I don't know what else. I'll let you know as I'm adding it. Because until I goes to the pantry, I don't really know what I'm going to put in it. Because it could be different every time I do it. I didn't have big onions, so I'm going to use a couple medium-sized onions. Because like I said, I'm making a big pot full today. So... it's finally a nice day again. We've had, well, this is Friday, and there haven't been a day fit since Sunday or Monday. I think Sunday was the last nice, half-decent day we had. So, I'm going to run over and throw this onion in with the meat. I want a nice, meaty chili. Like I said, normally I would use fresh mushrooms, but I'm out right now, so this will be fine. Put that in a little later once the meat gets done so much more. 2 cans of, one is a can of diced tomatoes with Italian seasoning. The other one is sliced stewed tomatoes. So I'm going to add 1 of each in there because that's what I have at the house. Whatever is here at the time I wants to make something, that's what I uses. And a can of meat sauce. Catelli meat sauce. Of course, the onion's going to cook more once it's in the chili and is simmering all day here on the wood stove. But I like for the meat to be cooked before I add much of anything else. Another few minutes yet. I can still see some pink in there. Wait till it's all brown. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. I already got some pepper in there. Add some salt. I have something here called blackened seasoning. I use a little bit of that. That's looking good. Okay, so I think I can start adding in the other stuff. And I'm just going to leave it right here on the stove. And start adding. Start with the mushrooms. 1 can of slow cooked style beans and tomato sauce. I'm going to put 2 cans of these in. Rinsed and drained red kidney beans. One time I wouldn't dare put kidney beans in my chili. Big girl now. Can of Catelli meat sauce. Sliced stewed tomatoes. And because I don't have a second can of sliced stewed, I'm throwing in a diced tomatoes with Italian seasoning. I like a nice thick chili. Now this won't be so thick as this once the tomatoes starts to cook down and everything else. Won't put in a whole lot because I want to get it cooking for a bit first. I don't want it too hot, but I want that flavor there. So that's not a hot chili powder, not like a chipotle chili powder or anything. Just the regular run-of-the-mill chili powder. I'll taste that in a little while. If I need more chili powder added, I'll add it in. But for right now, that's just going to continue simmering on the stove for most of the day. I will turn it over, move it over to the cooler side so it's not boiling crazy, and let it simmer. Put the lid on and way to go. Nasturtium seeds that I saved myself from last year. So they were all from my nasturtiums from last year. One thing about nasturtiums you need to know: if you're going to plant them, do not plant them with other flowers, because nasturtiums do not like fertilizer. All you'll get is beautiful green leaves, but other flowers want fertilizer to bloom. But these don't want fertilizer to bloom. Fertilizer just gives really gorgeous green leaves. Now, another thing about nasturtiums, you can eat the leaves, you can eat the flowers. I use the leaves a lot in salad, and they're absolutely delicious. They almost got a peppery taste to them, and they're really tasty. So I'm going to plant some of these next. And the other thing I really like about nasturtiums is they bloom all summer long. Red onions in here, but I think I'm going to do a roll of radishes now anyway. Let's have a check on the chili. Hi. So what I'm doing tonight is I'm going to bottle off the chili that I made today. So instead of freezing it, I'm going to put it in bottles and in sterilized bottles. And then I'm going to put it in the canner probably for about 20 minutes to give it a good seal. And that way then I don't have to have it frozen. It's a great way for us to take it on trips if we're going to go out fishing or something. We can have a quick meal ready to go. So I already got the jars washed and rinsed. So I got the lids done as well. So I'm going to put the lids now in hot water. And I'm just waiting for this pot to boil. So I'm just dipping the bottles down in the water to get them sterilized. I'll let them boil like that for about 10 minutes or so. And then I'll be ready to fill. 10 minutes, so they are sterilized now. Take those out. Just turn this down. And what I'll do is fill each jar as soon as it comes out of the water. And I have my chili hot as well. That way you're not putting cold chili into a hot bottle or, you know, vice versa. You want to make sure everything is hot when it's going in. Well, it's 11 o'clock at night. My jars have boiled long enough. So now it's just to remove them. And let them cool. 4 lovely jars of chili, ready to go whenever we want a quick meal on the go. Oh, that one's sealed already. So there we go. Project complete. Is that what's been making you mad the last little while? 'Cause you were growling. This morning I am going to head back into the woods here behind the house and see if I can find some moose droppings to use for fertilizer in my garden. Another tree down. More firewood. Aha! Score! I'm going to add the moose droppings to it and mix it through. And I don't want the sticks and stuff, that's one thing. Just blended through now. Although it's not as much as I had hoped to get, it'll help. Like I said, I might get some more later. So I couldn't find our nice sifter. So I found this old broken screen that we had one time. So I'm just going to use that to sift through and get some sand to put in there. Oh, you item. There we go. So I got one bucket done, and you can see how nice and fine. I think that's looking lovely. I'll do some more research, see what else I want to add in here for my carrots, but I'm really happy with the way this is looking. All I've done so far is use spray 9 to cut the grease, because the grease bees wicked after all winter because I use it every single day. Yeah, it takes to finish off a little bit, as you can see, but I don't know how else to get it off without doing that, and that's why I'm going to recoat it. This is what I'm going to use to polish the stove again. And I'm going to, once it's dry, I'm going to recoat this whole section. And I don't usually have to do the front, but now it is looking a little faded this year, as you can see there. So I may do some of that too, once I get it all cleaned up and it dries really well. I got this backing down here. So now just working on the flat part. This side over here don't be half so bad because it's not the cooking side, it's just the warmer side. Alright, we'll let that dry now. Just going to take an old rag here and just shine it up a little bit. She's done for another year. Now, I mean, if it gets cold, I still will use my stove and stuff, but at least she got a good cleaning now. And ready for when I wants to use her again. Awesome. Good job done today. So I'm here at the Junction Inn at Bayvert Junction. The food is always good. We've never had a bad meal, so we're going to have supper before we head on home. Look at the tail.
Come here. Come here, good boy. You daddy's boy.
The fog and drizzle is setting in for the evening. Now, Puppy, who's home again now? How did this feel, sir?
Awesome.
No doubt. A day and a half late, but you made it.
Made it. It's dark, but it's good.
Yes. Alright, that's a wrap on another 2 weeks of Gilbert being gone. I hope you enjoyed this video showing me puttering around doing what I do while he's away. Keep an eye out for our upcoming videos because we never know what we're going to be up to while he's home. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. It really helps our channel grow. Thanks for watching Rosal's Everyday Off-Grid in Newfoundland. Take care!